and it was just such an emotional scene, and Mr. Will got us all into character. We were all crying, and it was near wrapping the film, so we were all able to just draw from our emotions, and it was just truly a beautiful moment.
We're back on Get It Girl with rising star Daniele Lawson, who wows the big screen in her debut role as Will Smith's daughter in King Richard. Danielle, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Amazing.
Doing so well.
Thanks
so
for
excited to
having
have
me.
you here.
Thank you.
So how is it starting as his daughter as your big major film? You started off strong, girl.
I mean, this is truly a blessing. Working with the whole cast and crew, and especially Mr. Will, has just been a life-changing opportunity, and I'm so excited to be in this particular film.
Yeah, you've been acting for a while.
Yes.
I know you've been in a lot of other projects. How long has it been? How did you get started?
Well, I started at 6 years old. I have been a dancer since I was 2 years old. So one of my mom's friends referred me and said, you know, she should get into acting. So I started doing little things here and there. I really started off in commercials, and then at the age of 8, I booked my first TV role in CSI, and I did a Damon Wayans pilot, and from there on, I've been going out like every week and auditioning, and this was my 10-year reward, I'd say, booking this movie.
So if you had to say one part of the filming the movie that was just stood out for you as a memory that you'll keep forever, what would that be?
I definitely say the scene in the beginning of the film where the social worker comes in. It's on the beginning of the trailer, and it was just such an emotional scene, and Mr. Will got us all into character. We were all crying, and it was near wrapping the film, so we were all able to just draw from our emotions, and it was just truly a beautiful moment.
That's amazing. Now, what did you do to prepare? Was there anything you did to prepare for this film?
When preparing for this film, I sat down with Miss Isha, the woman I play. She's the second eldest sister of Venus and Serena, and we just talked about everything. We talked about her favorite books growing up, her favorite snacks, and like really the theme of the 90s and the 80s, and it was really good because I'm a 2000s baby, so I'm not really familiar with that decade, so it was just cool to sit down and talk with her, and we have such an amazing relationship.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
how long did it take for you to actually get the role? I know the audition process probably was long.
It was extremely long. Yes, I first auditioned for Venus, and then later, about 6 months later, I got called in to audition for Lindrea and Isha, and then I was pinned for Lindrea, and then the sisters were like, we think she'd be good as Isha. So then I went in for Isha again. I had the call back. I had the chemistry read. I had the Warner Brothers sit-down table read with the whole crew and the whole cast. And then they were like, we want you for this role. And I was so excited. It was such a long process.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but I was screaming. Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, doing this amazing feature film, do you feel that your life has changed a little bit? Do you feel like you're in a different place in your life now with this, landing this amazing opportunity?
Yes, I feel like the sky is the limit now. You know, we all struggle with self-doubt at times, and I even took a break from acting. I took a hiatus because I was like, I'm not booking how I want to book. I'm starting high school. This is a lot of pressure, but now I feel like I'm comfortable and I'm where I'm supposed to be. So I'm just really excited about this new chapter of my life.
Yeah, you just talked about being a senior in high school.
Yes.
So congrats to that.
Thank you.
Now, how do you balance being a teenager and, you know, having the high school experience, but still having all these goals? Because as creatives, I'm sure we can all relate that it's two different lifestyles,
Right.
you know?
It gets tricky sometimes, but luckily I have my parents to support me. I have a planner. Right now I'm doing college apps, and so that's a really long process. But I tend to make time for the stuff that I want to do, and I feel like it's super important to make time, because if not, then you won't be happy. So I try to attend my school activities. I joined the track team my senior year, just for the fun of it. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying life right now.
And you said you want to do producing as well. You want to be in
Yes.
production. You want to even film yourself.
Yeah.
So is that what you're possibly going to be going to college for?
Yes, I want to study film and maybe a little bit of journalism. I love watching the news. I love the news anchors. I love history. And I really just want to study my craft and further my studies.
You are so intelligent.
So I have to ask, who's your top 3 next people on your bucket list? Because you started off strong. I mean, you've been at this for a long time. You're kind of a veteran, but with your big major first film is Will Smith. So who else is on that list?
I definitely say Regina King.
Yes.
And she is one of my role models. She started as a child actress and moved into acting in movies and producing her own stuff. I love her film One Night in Miami. It's one of my favorites. I'd also say Michael B. Jordan and Zendaya.
Oh, that's a good list.
That's an amazing list. Well, I'm so excited. We are so excited for you, and sky is the limit, and we cannot wait to see what's in store.